Melatonin's red flag. That natural sleep aid may not be so benign. According to a preliminary study to be presented at the American Heart Association's scientific sessions, long-term melatonin use in adults with chronic insomnia was linked to higher risk of new heart failure hospitalization, and death from any cause. Researchers mined 5 years of electronic health records from a large global database and compared people using melatonin for at least a year with matched peers who did not. Lead author, Dr. Nadati, said the supplement, quote, may not be as harmless as commonly assumed, adding that if confirmed, counseling may need to change. Outside expert Dr. Marie-Pierre Saint-Onage noted that melatonin isn't indicated to treat insomnia in the U.S. and cautioned against chronic use without a clear reason. The authors stress this is an association, it's not proof of causation, and the analysis has limits, including incomplete capture of over-the-counter use. Still, for chronic insomnia, this is a serious signal that merits caution and follow-up research. Okay, what's the real message here? If you think you can just be on your cell phone till midnight, drink coffee, not exercise, eat whatever you want, and pop a melatonin, everything will be great, you might really be sadly mistaken. New research says that's associated, not necessarily causation, but associated with all kinds of health problems, including death. Let's go a little bit deeper here. Why am I bringing this up? You probably didn't see this story as the lead story on CNN or the BBC or Al Jazeera or on the front pages of the Washington Post or the Los Angeles Times or Breitbart or Fox News. Why am I bringing this up? Because we live in a world where you and I are bombarded all day long with reminders to do unhealthy things so that we don't get enough sleep. Our Netflix, and I love my Netflix, it's going to always show you that next show. So you're planning on watching for 30, 60 minutes at 7 o'clock, and now it's midnight, and you're drifting in and out of consciousness, means you're destroying your ability to sleep. We live in a world that says, just take another Red Bull at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. You'll be able to study or pull that all-nighter at the law firm, and you'll catch up with sleep tomorrow night. Just pop that pill. We are fed a lie that you don't actually need healthy habits for good sleep. You can pop pills. And by most accounts, this does not have the extraordinarily negative effects that Ambien and a number of other prescription sleep drugs have, or even the Tylenol PMs. But still, so many people buy into this, it's natural, it's all natural. Well, you know what else is natural? Arsenic, typhoons. Just because something is natural doesn't mean it's healthy for you. Dirt is natural. If you eat a pound of dirt every day, see how healthy that makes you. Might not kill you, but it's sure not going to enhance your health. So I want you to realize how people are sending you messages. The entire corporate world, the capitalistic world, which I'm a part of, you're a part of, and I support capitalism. It's all about selling you products. This Starbucks cappuccino with more caffeine, this Red Bull, this new prescription sleep drug, this all-natural melatonin sleep drug, this new gimmick, this new hack, this meditation app. And hey, I use meditation apps. They have their place. But fundamentals when it comes to getting a good night's sleep are not really in dispute. I'm not here as your doctor, but this is beyond medical debate. Keys to having a good night's sleep doesn't solve everyone's problem, but you dramatically increase your odds of getting a good night's sleep, is to do the following. Turn off your cell phone, turn off all screens, turn off all TVs a couple of hours or at least an hour and a half before you're ready to go to sleep, before you need to go to sleep. Give yourself enough time so that you don't need an alarm clock to get up. For most people, unless you're an extreme genetic freak, you're really going to need 8.5 hours of sleep to feel fully rested. Oh, TJ, I can get by on more than that. Yeah, you can get by on less than that, I should say. Doesn't mean it's creating optimum performance in your brain and your body. So give yourself time, give yourself 8.5 hours, potential of 8.5 hours for sleep every night, and don't get this huge sleep deficit. If you're going to drink coffee, and I drink coffee, don't drink it later than the morning. Don't drink more than a couple of cups. exercise every day. One of the biggest factors in getting enhanced sleep is really being tired and doing full physical exercise. It doesn't mean you have to run a marathon every day, but getting some form of exercise on a regular basis, eating actual real unprocessed food that doesn't have tons of sugar and caffeine added into it secretly and all the sugar that makes it tasty. So these are things that will actually make you sleep better. Plus, there's other relatively inexpensive things like getting a simple white noise machine if you're in a noisy place and you're waking up at night. So I'm wishing you a good sleep. This is something that's near and dear to my heart. I was always a perfect sleeper till about 10 years ago. I started waking up earlier and not necessarily getting enough sleep. So I've devoted a lot of time and attention to studying what helps with sleep. I've done an online course on it. You can check that out on my site, mediatrainingworldwide.com, that lists all of my online courses. But if you really want to have good health, good thinking capacity, be more creative, have better relationships with human beings, be more successful in life, the starting point, I do believe, is getting a great night's sleep. It is routinely under prioritized in our culture. And we live in this culture, well, grind, grind, grind. Oh, I pulled another all-nighter. Oh, I got to the office at 5:30. Everyone else got in at 6 a.m. Aren't I great? We live in a culture that denigrates good sleep. Yeah, you don't see race car drivers sitting around bragging about, oh, I put the lowest quality gas in my car. Oh, I mixed water with my gasoline for that last. You don't see people bragging about that. It's crazy to be bragging about how you are harming your body's ability to get what it really needs for optimum performance, which is sleep. So again, I'm not your doctor. I'm not telling you never take melatonin. But please at least read some of the research and surveys about the long-term associations with bad health, even death, with people who are using melatonin on a regular basis. As far as I know, as far as what I've seen, the long-term negative associations of people who get 8.5 hours sleep at night, who don't take any pills, but do it through proper diet and exercise, the negative effects for those people are nothing. There's nothing bad that can happen. A few more quick facts on this study. It was 130,828 adults with insomnia who were studied. They were matched on 40 factors, including demographics, comorbidities, the medicines they took, their blood pressure, and BMI. And the all-cause mortality was twice as high in the group of people taking melatonin. Again, could it just be correlation? Possible, but I just don't like the looks of that. And I do think all of us, and I'm guilty of it, we're always looking for the easy, quick way out. That's why Amazon does so well. Oh, I know I could shop and go to a bunch of stores, do research, really look for the best deal. But you know what? Let me do the one click. We see that in our own lives when it comes to filling our houses with stuff. Unfortunately, it's happening to our own bodies. It's so much easier to just, oh, I didn't have time to exercise or eat right. Let me pop a pill. It's not good. I want what's best for you. The whole premise of this show is you're going to learn more about what's in the news, top stories of the day. And we covered things today like the former vice president dying, but you're also going to learn about personal development, tips, tricks, communication skills, both sending communication and receiving, to make you personally more successful and professionally more successful.